Today we break down Bryce Harper's swing, and if you watch until the end, I'm going to share with you Harper's simple move that creates big power and consistency. I'm also going to include drills that'll help you get that big power and consistency. All right, so enough talking. Let's hop into my computer and start breaking down this swing, and then we'll come back here and get the drills in. All right, let's go.
Out to center field. Wow. That was loud, and it is gone. On to Ashburn Alley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first thing I want you to see is how early and slow he is. Every great hitter is early and slow, and the reason why is because it allows you to make good reactionary decisions. As a hitter, we're reacting to the pitches that are thrown. So we want to make good decisions. By being fast, you're going to make quick decisions, and that's what a lot of young hitters do. So we want to first be slow and early, give ourselves time to see the ball and slow the game down. Okay, so remember when I was saying that Harper was slow and easy? Well, the first drill I recommend is called the cradle drill, and it will teach your body to be slow and easy.
This drill is real simple. You want to put the head of the bat to the ground and slowly load it to the back, almost like a golf swing, but be slow with it. You want to get it up to the power position where you're ready to swing. At the same time, you want to load and be slow and then drive into the ball. You can do this off of flips, you can do this off of tee, you could do this off a machine. It helps you to be slow, find your rhythm, be in control of your body. It slows the game down. As you'll see, you'll be behind the ball and you'll be more balanced and you'll just look more slow and be more in control. Great drill, highly recommend.
The second thing you'll see here is his coil. This is that little tweak that allows him to get that added torque when he starts hitting the ball. And that's what supplies that power. You'll see right now as he turns in a little bit more, he's like curling into a ball of energy, and he's going to unleash it. So earlier we talked about Bryce Harper's coil. And the drill that I have for you is using a full body mirror to see yourself doing that coil. See, I think that a lot of players should use a full body mirror because you can see the body in detail and you can train your body to do what you want it to do. See, a lot of times we don't see what we're actually doing. We feel, but we don't see. A quick story for you is that's what JD Martinez does. He always video records himself and he goes back and sees what his body is doing. And I think you could do this as well with a full body mirror, just while you're at home. You know, you could just see your body. I started doing it once I heard Ichiro did it at home, and when he was at the field, he would have take 30 minutes just to see his body slow and what it was doing and if it was under control. So take full advantage of this. You can buy it at Walmart, very cheap. Go get you one. It's going to help you out big time. The next thing you'll notice is how much he loads and activates his scalp. That gives him that rubber band effect, which allows him to generate all that energy, and when he swings, it unleashes. Next thing you'll notice is that his knob is pointed to the catcher once he loads, and I think this is super important because all the great hitters have this. So for points 3 and 4, we were talking about the load, the rubber band effect, feeling the scalp, and knob to the catcher. For that, we're going to do the walkthrough drill. Some people call it the separation drill. I call it the walkthrough. This drill used to be one of my go-tos just so I can feel myself load and get in the position that I want to get to. So I was ready to fire. I think you're going to love it. I'm sure you already know about this drill, but if you don't enjoy, I'll tell you how to do it right now.
The walkthrough drill is one of my favorite drills. The reason why is because we focus on being slow and separation. Young kids sometimes do not know how to load, how to separate, feel that tension so they can, get more power. So for this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on that separation. How we do it is we take a step with our back foot. So if you're a right-hand hitter, you will take a step with your right foot and then walk into it. But as you'll notice, when I'm loading slow. I want to feel that tension and then explode through.
I wanted to add, in this scenario, remember to get that scalp activated and get that elbow up, similar to what Harper does. Get it high, get it activated, and get it just cocked and ready so you can go and do damage. All right. So I'm on to the next drill. And the next thing you'll see is that he has little head movement. And this is the simple move that creates more consistency and power, especially with Bryce Harper. You remember he always had this violent swing, but as you can see in this video, everything is calmed down. Everything is less violent and it's more controlled. And his head isn't moving much. So he really worked on that and it's paid off. 34 doubles, 35 homers. I mean, that's putting up some numbers. 114 RBIs. I mean, this guy, you know, he's improving, he's evolving, and I'm excited to see what's going to be in store for him soon. So in point number 5, when I was breaking down Bryce Harper, I talked about little head movement. So the drill I have for you today when it comes to that is the bounce drill. If you move forward, you're not going to be able to hit this ball. It teaches you to stay on your backside, let the ball come to you, and stay behind the ball. I highly recommend you use it. It's going to slow everything down and keep you balanced. And what you'll see is you'll let the ball come to you instead of going and jumping out to the ball. I always use this if I felt like I was jumping to the ball, if I felt like I was too quick, and it helped me a ton. It's going to help you too to start hitting those doubles, hitting those homers, and getting those high fives in the dugout because you're driving runners in, because you're staying on off-speed pitches and then hitting the mistakes. So enough talking. Let's get in. Players have a tendency to not stay back and lunge at the ball, as you'll see in this video clip. Replay. But when it's done right, it looks like art. Look at Mikey do it. Show him how you do it, Mikey. So the next thing you'll see is how that back hip unleashes and he stays square. And I think this is very, very important. Firing that backside, using your lower half to generate that power, generate that torque into the ball. And the next point is his point of contact. By allowing his back hip to fire, this allows his hands to clear his body so he can hit the ball out front and do damage. See, a lot of young hitters and coaches, they tell kids to hit the ball to the right center or hit the ball to the left center if they're a left-handed hitter. And that's great. But what happens is you'll see a lot of kids not get extension when they hit. This is why it gets extension, because that hit clears, so it lets his hands hit the ball out front and stay through it longer. Okay, and that's where he does the damage. I also want to talk about how his shoulders, or it's not opening up like a door. Instead of working east to west, it's working north to south. And I think that's like very valuable by getting on plane and working up through it. So, you know, you can get the ball in the air and drive into the alleys, or even better, home runs. See, there's 3 outfielders and there's 4 infielders. And if you're trying to be successful in this game, you got to hit the ball to the outfield. That's where the money's made. So earlier I talked about 2 things. I talked about the back hip unleashing, and I talked about the point of contact. And I believe that the Robinson Cano drill would give you both of those results, allow you to get that back hip, allowing your hands to clear so you can hit the ball out front so you can do damage. Most, if not all players, hit the ball pull side to drive the ball. It's really hard to hit a ball opposite field over the fence. You have to have stupid power, but we all can hit doubles and homers to the pull side. So that drill It's something that I think you should do. Don't do it too often where you just become strictly a pull hitter, but I do believe you should have that tool in your back pocket. So enough talking, let's get into the Robinson Cano drill.
So for this drill, you're going to get close to a fence. I like to use about a bat length away. And you're going to basically load yourself and work inside your body to drive this ball. I like to think hitting it to center field, the ball's going to go to naturally pull side, so probably left center. And you want to stay through it as far as you possibly can. Again, work inside your body, not work around your body. If you work around your body, you're going to roll over this ball, and we don't want to roll over. We want to drive this ball. So having your top hand continue through it so you can do damage.
So the next thing is driving into that front leg. As you can see what he does. He does this the best. He gets everything. Like I say, he balls up, he coils, he unleashes that back hip, and then he drives into that front leg, firm front leg. And, you know, his signature move is that 6 to 12 inches of, you know, driving into the ball that gives him that added power. That's his thing. And you can see it right here when he swings, he drives into that ball. And that's what gives him that added oomph to hit for power.
So for this drill, we're going to use a bucket. We're going to put the bucket in front of that front foot. Give yourself about 6 inches or so, but you want to have enough length that when you stride, the front of your foot, your toes are touching the bucket. And when we swing, we want to have a firm front side. We want to focus on that front side being stiff and driving everything into that bucket and ball. So it's going to be a cool drill that you could do. It's simple, and it'll help you get that firm front side so you can start getting everything into the ball just how Bryce Harper does.
So the next thing you'll see is the extension, how he continues through the ball. His head is down as he continues through. You know, that allows him to get as much power into it as he can.
So the next drill I have is the 2T drill. It's one of my favorite drills. I learned it when I played baseball at UCLA. And basically, you're going to have 2 T's. That's why it's called the 2T drill. You're going to have 1 T. You're going to hit a line drive up the middle. So you got to position this tee where you can hit a line drive up the middle. Then you're going to put another tee in front of that tee. So that's the ball that you're actually hitting. The tee that's in front of the one that you can hit a line drive up the middle. And what it's going to do is going to keep you through the ball longer to hit that one that's out front. So you're training yourself to get extended through and hit the ball. This is when you're going to drive balls. You're going to have more longer swing plane, which is going to allow you to hit more singles, more line drives, more doubles. You're going to be more productive because your swing plan's like way on point. You're going to stay through the ball better. So it's a drill I highly recommend. You should add it and start doing this as often as you possibly can.
And the last thing is walking out of your swing. As a baseball player, we need to take our A swings, and you need to practice your A swings. You should be able to walk out of your swing. That's an A swing. We definitely want a B swing and possibly a C swing if you're facing a nasty pitcher, nasty pitcher. But we want to work on our A swing, and as you can see, he walks out of his swing. Your A swing is a swing you could walk out. Wow, that was a tongue twister right there. But that's what we want to practice. So
the last drill I have for you is called the walkout drill. It's a very simple drill. We want to practice our A swing, and practicing our A swing means we need to walk out of our swing. That means you're balanced. That means you get everything correct, and that means you crush the ball. So we want to work on that. So when you're doing flips, when you're hitting off the tee, add this into your mix. All you're doing is just walking out of your swing. If you're able to walk out, you're balanced, and your swing was your A swing. But if you're feeling a little bit like unbalanced or you know, you don't feel like you could walk out of it, that's not your A swing. So we need to keep practicing until we get that A swing. All right, so add it. I appreciate you guys watching this video all the way to the end, You're a real one if you watched all the way to the end. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.